What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Zamir from XCC Tunes. I have a very useful tips and tricks for you guys today. This is especially for those who like to stream their music making processes on TikTok. All right. This works with TikTok, but I believe it also should work with all the other types of streaming platform. I've never used Twitch yet. Cannot confirm that because I have never tried Twitch yet. However, today's video is going to be about TikTok and how to live stream on TikTok with Cubase. All right. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, for this to work, you need to have an audio interface with the loopback features. Okay, I'm using SSL and it comes with loopback features. And most of the new interface right now actually have the loopback features, right? So I think it should work. If you have the latest generation of any interface, you should be able to use this method. All right. First things is obviously you have to have the Cubase already fired up. I have this Cubase fired up. And the next thing you need is actually the TikTok Live Studio app. This is a free app. So I will leave the link in the description. So once you have downloaded it, you just have to run the app. Okay. So I'm going to open the app right now. It looks like this, TikTok Live Studio. All right. So when you launch this, you just have to go and click on this button here, go live. All right. So just click on it and it's going to go to this page here. All right. So I have a couple of scenes that I've already prepared here. So I usually do a screen, webcam, and Cubase, and then sometimes I go live with MPC as well, and then I have the chat version. So since I'm already using the camera to record this video, the camera is not showing here. However, I only have one webcam. So first thing is you have to go to the scenes here, right on the left side, scene layout, and you can actually add a new scene. So I'm going to click on the plus button, add scene, and then you go to blank and then click on add. All right. So when you create the blank scene, you're going to have a blank scene. All right. So what you have to do next is you have to go to the camera. Obviously, you have to add display capture. If you want to use your webcam, you can click on the camera and then select your webcam. So just click on this and then choose the webcam that you already have. I'm currently using eMeet Pico Plus and I'm recording with it right now, so you can see my face. Here you can go and select the resolution, the FPS, whichever that you prefer, right? For me, I don't really bother about this much, right? So I just left the rest of the settings as default. However, if you want to change any of this, go ahead and just do it, right? You can also rotate, flip, and stuff like that. But now the camera is not showing up, like I said before, because I'm using this camera to record this particular tutorial. So it's not going to be showing up here. But if you're doing it for the first time, you will be able to see your camera right here when you add your camera. All right. So once that's done, you just click on add. So add source, this is where your camera is going to be. So you can just move it wherever you want to, place it, right? So I usually like to keep it on the bottom right or left. Today, I'm just going to go with the bottom right. Right. So once that is added, you can see the camera is here. Okay. You can actually rename them. You can right click on it and go to rename and maybe just say webcam, right? Just for your easy reference. Okay. And then you're going to go and add another source. You can click on this plus button and then you go to window capture. So you click on this button here and you click on this and it's going to show you all the available windows that's being opened right now. So I have a Cubase. I have Cubase already launched. I have the OBS as well. So I can choose to have either one of it. So if I click on OBS, it's going to show the OBS. That's what's happening right now. All right. But I want to change it. I want to click on this setting button again. And I'm going to go to Cubase. So I want to see the Cubase because that's what I'm planning to stream, right? Now click on this capture cursor because I want the people to see what I'm actually doing with my cursor, right? So that's important. Or if you don't want to show them, it's fine as well. But in case, let's say you have already added this window capture without checking on the cursor, you can go ahead and click on the settings button, and then it's already here. Capture cursor, just check it, and then apply. All right, so that's done. It's a simple thing, right? And now we're going to make sure that the audio of Cubase is being sent for this live stream. Okay, in order for you to do that, you have to go and click on this settings, the audio mixer, the audio mixer icon. Okay, right now the primary microphone is recording my vocal, so which is the input from the SSL2 Plus interface. Okay, this is the interface that I'm using. You need to add another input below this microphone, and you're gonna have to choose the loopback feature. So since I have the SSL loopback, I'm gonna choose this one, right? Okay, I'm gonna show you how to add first. I'm gonna click on this add button, go to this drop down menu, and go to which one? Yeah, loopback is already enabled, so I cannot choose again because I already have it enabled earlier. So just click on the loopback, whichever interface that you have, you will have this option here, loopback. Just click on it. Once that's done, you have to go here. Okay, click on general settings. This is the primary microphone, right? Currently I'm using the right channel. Okay, so I want the audio of my vocal to be converted to mono, which is going to be in the middle. Okay, I don't want my audio when I'm speaking, it's going to be on the right side. So if, let's say, someone's watching my live stream, and if I have this turned off, so when I'm talking on the microphone, it's going to be on the right side of their headphone. So it's not really cool. I don't want to watch video with someone talking to my right ear, right, or left. So I will convert this to mono, and I will go here and I will click on this audio signal processing. So auto suggested it should be fine, right? It's good. Once that's done, you click on save. Okay, and then you go back to here, general settings, and then you click on this as well, auto suggested, apply settings. Okay, now that's done. So now we're gonna test whether the audio from Cubase is being played under the loopback. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Cubase, right? I'm gonna just quickly add some drum tracks or some audio tracks, right? And I'm gonna hit play. Okay, you can see that my vocal is coming right here, and the loopback is coming from here. So it's not mixed together, right? However, it is not as OBS where I can separate the audio of my vocal and the audio from the DAW separately. Okay, I don't think in TikTok Studio you can do that, but I still prefer to have two different input for my vocals and for the loopback. Okay, I don't want it to be mixed. So we have verified that the audio from Cubase is going to the loopback, and now we have to just check a couple of other things. So the next thing you're gonna have to do is just close this. The next thing is you're gonna do is when you go live, you are going to go and check the settings here. Right, so resolution, check your resolution, whichever that you prefer, then the video bitrate, audio bitrate, and everything. I choose to have the highest bitrate for the audio because obviously I don't care about the visual much, but I want the audio quality to be as good as I want it to be. So if you want, you can lower the video bitrate and then keep the highest bitrate for the audio if your computer couldn't handle it. All right, I'm gonna close this. And then now I can go live. Just click on this button, go live, and you will go live. All right. So that's all you have to do to go live on TikTok, right? I haven't seen any video like this before because I was actually searching for it because I want to make sure that when I go live on TikTok, I want to make sure the audio is as good as I want it to be. and unfortunately I couldn't find any videos about that, but here's how you can do it. All right. Okay, so if you guys find value in this video, please make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, smash the like button, and share this video to everybody you know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.